Welcome back. After an emotional rivalry weekend against Minnesota, Brad Berry and the 4th-ranked UND hockey team turned their attention to the start of conference play in Colorado Springs. For the highlights and reaction of North Dakota's 2-game swing in the Rockies, here's Alex Heinert.
Thanks, Kelly. Yes, it was always going to be difficult for UND to bounce back after the mountaintop experience that was Gopher Weekend. So what better place to do it than in the mountains? The boys will do their best to keep momentum rolling on the road against the Tigers of Colorado College. To Broadmoor World Arena we go at Colorado Springs, a place that traditionally has been a pretty good hunting ground for North Dakota, although they did split with the Tigers last year in their only 2 meetings of the season. And early on, it was CC taking the game a bit to North Dakota. Maybe a little surprisingly, the top line for the Tigers so good all season, and they would strike just 5 minutes into the contest. Mason Berg's 6th of the season, courtesy of Nick Haller, and those two have been fantastic this year. Berg able to just beat Cam Johnson on the backhand between the wickets, 1-0. And Berg, a couple of words for the UND bench. That kind of set the tone for what was a pretty chippy weekend in terms of the first conference games of the season. Cam, though, despite allowing the early goal, played pretty well throughout. A solid 60 minutes for the senior from Troy. A couple of big saves to keep this a 1-0 contest in the first period. Maybe none bigger than this. A rebound goes in front. Johnson able to track the puck well and then somehow slide over to prevent the defenseman Trevor Gooch from pounding one in on the doorstep. And as we said, a little chippy over the course of Friday night. Into the second period now, Trevor Olson going to the penalty box. And again, UND's penalty kill, the best in the nation entering this weekend, but on the 5-on-4. Giving Nick Halloran this much space, probably not a good idea. The sophomore able to beat Johnson once again to make it 2-0 on the power play. Again, just the second power play goal allowed all season for North Dakota. Watch it again, Halloran patiently waiting, a little traffic in front, maybe a little deflection as well, able to beat Cam and make it 2-0. Johnson had to be strong because this could have got out of hand here. The Tigers rallying towards the end of the second, flying around Johnson, a couple of big saves he made on the entire night, 24 for the evening. UND, though, trailing 2-0, gets a boost here. 30 seconds left in the second. Shane Gersich, again, the team's leading scorer from a year ago, notches his second of the campaign off a turnover in the neutral zone. The snipe that time from number 19. You see Rhett Gardner asking for the puck. Shane's like, no need. I'll take this myself. 2-1 after 2. UND looking to complete the comeback, although it was the Tigers with the best chance to start off the third. A huge save there by Cam to keep it 2-1. And that was Colorado College's best chance of the third period and really their only chance. UND peppered Tiger goaltender Alex Leclerc often, early, consistently over the final 20 minutes. Shots were 13-3 in the third. UND, though, unable to get by the sophomore netminder in Colorado College, who's been strong to start the season despite being picked to finish last in the NCHC again this year. They earned the 2-1 win in game number 1. You see the numbers for Leclerc, 26 saves on the night. He's now stopped 71 of the last 72 shots he's faced against UND, dating back to last season. A big win for the Tigers, a tough one for North Dakota.
Slow start from us. It's not the way we play here. We didn't come mentally prepared. Give credit to CC. I thought they came out, played well, played hard. They were clean and crisp in their own end, and they took it to us in our end. So give them credit, but we weren't mentally prepared, and can't win a game playing one period.
I put that on us older guys, us veteran guys. We got to make sure we're ready to go right from the get-go. And obviously we're in the NCHC, and every game is tough. So we can't just dip our toe in it right away. We got to be ready to go right away. And as you can see, as the game went on in the third period and we were playing desperate, that's how we need to play the whole game.
Well, I think the guys know that we need to bring it from the drop of the puck tomorrow. And then it's just workman's mentality. It's going to be a greasy win, but we need it.
Moving on to Saturday night at Broadmoor World Arena, a chance again for UND to try and get back on track. Leclerc, who was so good on Friday, started off pretty well on Saturday as well. It was Cam Johnson, though, making the first big save of the game. Nice slide across to stop Cristiano Versich and keep it scoreless early. It was North Dakota, again after such a slow start on Friday, who would strike first. Grant Mismatch here just hitting the outside of the post, and then minutes later on the power play, Mismatch, the freshman, able to one-time past Leclerc. 4th assist of the season for Christian Willanen off the faceoff. Mismatch, you see it again. Nobody stopping that. 1-0 UND, 6.5 minutes in. On to the second period, as you see North Dakota again keeping the pressure alive. But again, Colorado College, who was feisty all weekend, creating the turnover here, and bang, bang, Nick Halloran again. Second goal of the series, fourth of the year off the turnover, unassisted to make it 1-1. Just 2 minutes later, another turnover in North Dakota's offensive end. Mason Berg, again, the captain, sliding down his NCAA leading 7th goal of the year to get one by Cam Johnson. 2-1, and it looks like the Tigers are off to another flying start here. North Dakota, though, able to fight their way back. A good chance there by Shane Gersich, testing LeClaire here, and then Nick Jones lurking at the top of the crease, able to punch one in on the power play just a minute after that Berg goal to make it 2-2. Jones, the junior transfer from Ohio State, able to notch his second of the campaign. A big goal there for UND to gain a little bit of confidence, and then that would start this. Over the next 2 minutes, 2 more goals for North Dakota. Joel Janatuinen putting one in front. And how about the captain? Austin Pagansky finally able to get on the score sheet. His first goal of the season. Not exactly the prettiest goal in the world, and you see number 14 not even raising his arms in celebration, but effective nonetheless. A big goal for Pogo. That makes it 3-2 North Dakota, and they weren't done yet. A couple of seconds later, the rookie Gabe Bass, the defenseman, loves a little wraparound. Nice goal there for Gabe, his first in a UND shirt. Or correction, his second, in a UND shirt, and that makes it 4-2. Watch it again. LeClaire unable to get to that far post as Bass knocks one in. Tigers, though, weren't done. Alex Berardinelli on the breakaway able to fire down and make it 4-3 at the tail end of the second. But when North Dakota needed a lift, it was the rookies that came through all night. Zach Yan behind the net, finding freshman Jordan Kawaguchi. Gooch off the skate, off the stick, and in. Top shelf over LeClaire. A big goal there to give UND a little momentum going into the second intermission. Jordan Kawaguchi's second of the season. Third period now. North Dakota, how about mismatch? Starting the scoring, able to knock this clearance down with the stick, and then beating LeClaire to finish out North Dakota's scoring on the night to make it 6-3 at this point. We saw another number 16 last season do this for North Dakota, batting the pass down with the stick, beating the goaltender. CC would tack on a late one. 6-4 is going to be your final. North Dakota, a big win there to earn this series split on the road. You see the numbers from Mismatch, a couple of goals. Just named NCHC Rookie of the Week for the second time in his young career earlier today. He, Nick Jones, and this crew, this deep, deep crew from UND, able to escape CC with the big splits.
Throughout the past 2 weeks, we've been a little slow, a little sluggish, and I think today we really picked up the urgency and kind of showed on the scoreboard. I thought we had some guys putting it all on the line with Trevor Olsen and Ludwig Hoff there, and I think that's what it takes to win gritty games on the road.
I think we were just getting around the net, throwing everything to the net. We were getting a lot more offensive time. We were grinding them in there, and then I think that just led to our opportunities and a couple goals there.
You know, we had a shot first mentality, and you know, we were using our speed and just playing gritty hockey. And you know, when we're doing that, we're creating chances and we're scoring goals. So we did that tonight, and obviously we got the results.
All 3 or 4 lines scored today. I think we were running 3 lines in the fourth because of injuries, but I think this is what every line was contributing, whether it was blocking shots, scoring goals, killing penalties. I think it was a whole team effort, and that's what it's going to take this year is running 4 lines, and that's when we're at our best.
Much more to come from UND's split against Colorado College. Head coach Brad Berry joins us when Midco Sports Tonight returns.